show you what we've been working on. Some of you may have already seen this. You know, some of us in the Black Label group and people that have subscribed to the AI employee, but now we're starting to get those features into our FlowTrack account. So we're going to be pushing an upgrade if you don't already have this. If you don't have the new inbox that I'm about to show you, just send support a message and we'll make sure we get to your list and we'll work our way down and implement it one at a time. So let me go ahead and share my screen and show you guys what we got going on. I'm really excited to show this to those of you that have not seen it. And this is a smart bucket. And what do I mean by smart bucket? Remember, the old chat is really just one long string of all your inboxes. Well, what we did is we kind of reimagined how an inbox should work. We wanted it to be kind of a work center, an all-in-one place to get your job done, right? And so the idea is that like pipelines, you have different stages. So what we did is we created different groups of contacts with the same kind of rules of how we manage pipelines. So in this example, what I'm showing you here is that we have uploads, right? And with the uploads, we have the ability to have our filters based on those rules, and we just work our list. And then the smart actions come in. The smart actions are different things we can do while we have this person selected. All right. And that's actually my new favorite feature in the whole system. Okay. We're adding a lot of features to this inbox because we feel that customers will love this. They'll be able to use it. It makes it easy for them to use your system. Okay. So in this smart actions, we can customize these buttons. So not only do we have different smart buckets, but notice they have different rules to allow people in here. Okay. And then when I select somebody, I have the ability of customizing these buttons based on maybe their most popular automations, add a tag, remove a tag, fill out a form, right? And let me show you an example of one that has a form. So I can click on it and maybe I just want to collect some info, or maybe I want to do something that fires off of a form. Well, I can have somebody selected, right? And this is one that I built to schedule a follow-up. And notice it pre-populates known information, and then you can fill this info and hit submit. All right. So let me show you some of the quick actions that we have already built in. And by the way, this is a sneak peek at the new UI for the settings screen. We're trying to put all the settings all in one spot so it's easier for you to find the settings for the modules, right? So this is coming very, very soon. We'll do a walkthrough of this here shortly. But when I go to the message screen, you see what I did here. These are all my smart actions. And what I need to do is to create a smart action is I give it a name, right? And then this is where it gets cool. We get to choose what action we want to do. All right. So we have pop-up form. So I can go and select my form. And when I do that, that form pops up. And every time that form pops up, I'm storing that information. Right. But what if I want to see fields that have already been filled out? Maybe there's a specific form where I store their vehicle information or their application for a mortgage or whatever. Well, we have a different one, which is edit last form submission or add a new one. What does that mean? That means if one exists, it's going to load the submission with all the data so you can quickly load any custom information you want that's stored with that contact that's with that form. So you can have a button for each form that's important, right? And if none exists, it's just going to load a new one and store it. It's actually really, really cool. What else do we have in here? We can run an automation. So when we select run an automation, we select our automation and it just fires, right? We can load an iframe. So it loads up a modal with whatever website, if they allow iframes to load at the same time. And you can pass URL parameters. So like if you're using another application and for you advanced users, you can pass information in that URL to pre-populate a form, right? So that's really cool. Then we have add tag, remove tag, which is really, really cool because you can create the rules based on your inboxes. You can move them from one inbox to or smart bucket to the next by adding and removing tags. and there's the edit, the last form submission, or you can just open a URL in a new tab, which is similar to the load iframe. But a URL doesn't, it's not an iframe, so you can load other websites that don't allow URL. So this is like awesome. So now when you start rethinking your business, or you're rethinking your agency and you're selling to other clients, what I recommend you do is say, how can I segment these customers just like I would with a pipeline? And how do I work those people in that column or smart inbox and add quick actions just for that? I'm telling you, when I had my agency, this is what I sold. Because when I went in and I went to the customer and I said, look at what I can do for you. All you need to do is log in here, click a few buttons, and it's all there. Automations are firing, adding to workflows, loading a form to give them a quote. I mean, the sky's the limit. And the customers just know how to click a button, fill out a form or click a button at the right time. And it's very WYSIWYG, which means for what you see is what you get. It's very, as I like to say, it's the microwave. So smart buckets and smart actions are, to me, the core of what is becoming the system. All right. So you can also go in here and choose your icons, change the colors. And then I want to show you one cool thing, right? Which is the next step. You can select what inbox you want it to show in. And if you leave it blank, it shows up in all of them. Okay. So really, really cool. And you can see all these are configured. Remove a tag, what bucket, right? Here's another one. Remove a tag, what bucket? And it's still loading there. Okay. Assigned a demo. I'm running an automation and it's still loading, right? So all these different things. And what am I doing? I'm running an automation where I'm assigning an AI employee, right? So it's a combination of all these different actions that I think a person can use. So I hope you found this video helpful. We're going to be going over some training. We're starting to build templates again. We're adding a lot of features. I've got a list probably of about 20 things I want to announce over the next week and give some quick training. And to be honest with you, we've been silent because we've been working on these things, and now we're starting to make some progress, get some caught up, and I have a little time to start providing some value in trainings, starting to make some announcements and so forth like that. If you have any questions about, if it's general product questions, I'm happy to help. Send a message to support if you need help with anything else. All right. Thanks, everybody.